This mocha looks clean, but look deeply into it. This buildup of old oils and forgotten residue will slowly destroy your coffee. But today we fix it. We will dive into the satisfying and sometimes very necessary process of giving your Bialetti Venus mocha pot a proper deep clean. Bialetti Venus, yeah, she's beautiful, sure, but also kind of a diva when it comes to maintenance. It got a couple of cleaning quirks that make it a little trickier than the classic Moka Express. The upper part and the chimney are narrower, harder to scrub, and the inner step in the upper chamber tends to trap coffee oils and old residue. We are going to go through a step-by-step deep cleaning guide to make your coffee taste fresh again and keep your mocha pot in perfect shape. I will also show you a sneaky little maintenance hack that makes your mocha pot clean itself. Super handy between full cleanings. Let's get started. First of all, let's go over what you will need for this mocha spa day. White vinegar or even citric acid. Both are natural descaler. I normally use white vinegar because here it's easier to find, but either works. Dish soap, this will help to break down all the oils. A straw cleaner, perfect for the chimney. A flat-handled teaspoon, great for reaching into tricky spots like the upper chamber rim. A paper towel or a cloth, soft but mighty for wiping and drying all the parts. And finally, baking soda. This is optional, but is great for polishing the exterior of your mocha pot. I will explain you later in the video how to use it. You probably have most of these items at home already, so you don't need to raid a science lab. Having these tools ready will make the whole process easier and quicker. Plus, it feels good to treat your gear with a little care, doesn't it? Step 1. Disassemble the mocha. Alright, first things first, take your mocha apart like you are about to clean it properly and not just rinse and pretend. Unscrew the top and bottom chambers, remove the gasket and filter plate. If they're stuck, use the back of a flat spoon to gently pop them out. The gasket on the Venus can be a little bit more stubborn than the one on the Moka Express, so take your time. A little patience and maybe a bit of gentle cursing goes a long way. Pull out the filter basket and check for any buildup residue or grime. Inspect the gasket. If it's stiff, cracked, or smell like burnt coffee, it's time to replace it. I always recommend cleaning and drying these parts after every use. A dry gasket is a happy gasket. Once disassembled, you are ready to dive deep into the spa treatment. Step 2. Soak and scrub. Time to give all those parts a proper soak and gentle scrub. This is where we really start breaking down the old oils, grime, and mineral buildup. Soak all disassembled parts in a mix of hot water and vinegar with a ratio of 50-50, or if you're using citric acid, dissolve about 1 teaspoon in every 250 ml of water, or 1 cup of water. This helps dissolve coffee residue and any scale that might have built up. For an extra effective clean, you can boil the water and vinegar or the water and citric acid together in a kettle first. Just be careful because it's hot. But there is a bonus because this trick also helps descaling your kettle at the same time. So it's a win-win situation. After the soak, take a soft sponge. I usually have a sponge for mocha pots. I cut it in half sideways and keep the part without the abrasive scrubbing pad. I do this for 2 reasons. First, the rough part could damage the pot. Second, Now you have a slimmer sponge that fits better in the upper part of Venus. Add a drop of dish soap to the sponge and gently scrub the filter plate, basket and the inside of the boiler. This step gets rid of oily buildup that vinegar alone won't tackle. Bonus points if you hum a little Italian tune while you scrub. It won't help the cleaning, but it definitely sets the mood. Step 3. Clean the chimney. Now for one of the trickiest parts of this Moka, the chimney. Unlike the Moka Express, the Venus has a long, narrow chimney that is harder to reach and loves to hold onto coffee residue like it's storing memories. Grab your straw cleaner and gently slide it up through the chimney from the bottom. Then go from the top down to make sure you are covering both directions. If you haven't cleaned it in a while, brace yourself because stuff might come out. If you need to clean it better after the first scrub, soak again the upper part for a few seconds in the mixture of hot water and vinegar or citric acid, and then repeat the scrubbing with a straw cleaner. Then give a good rinse to remove anything that loosened up during scrubbing. If anything brown comes out, congratulations, that was yesterday's coffee or even last month's coffee. Keeping this part clean is huge. It can affect flavor and flow. A clogged chimney can lead to slow brewing and over extraction, aka bitter sadness in the cup. Step 4. Clean the upper chamber rim. Now let's talk about the sneaky grime trap, the inner step into the upper chamber. It's easy to miss, but it seriously messes with flavors if left dirty. Focus on that hidden little ledge right below the top. Coffee oils love to gather there and stay long past their welcome. So wrap a piece of paper towel around the flat handle of a teaspoon, press it into the gap and scrub it well. Don't rush this part. Giving this step a little extra care can totally save your coffee. Step 5. Safety valve cleaning. This little guy might be the smallest part of your pot, but trust me, it's the most dramatic. The safety valve is what keeps your pot from turning into a stovetop pressure bomb. So yeah, we clean it. If it hasn't already been soaking with the rest of the parts, give the boiler a quick soak now in hot water and vinegar. Check the valve from the inside. If it has a pin, press it on gently. It should move slightly and bounce back. That means the valve is okay. If it's stuck or doesn't move at all, you've got two choices: clean it or replace it. To clean it, you can use a sponge, or if you want to be extra professional, you can use a toothbrush, but not the same one you are using every day for brushing your teeth. Never skip this. This tiny thing can hold back all the pressure. Literally, it's not dramatic. It's just Italian. Step 6. The optional self-cleaning method. Here is the trick for when you don't have time for the full deep cleaning routine, but you still want to keep things fresh. We are basically letting the Venus clean herself. Fill the boiler with a 50-50 mix of vinegar and water up to just below the safety valve. If you're using citric acid, you can use the same ratio that I mentioned before when I was talking about soaking. Then assemble the Moka, but without the coffee, and place it on the stove. Turn on the heat, keeping it at low power, and wait until all the liquid fills the upper chamber. Here, keep the lid closed because the water might spatter everywhere when it's coming up. Once all the liquid has risen, turn off the heat and let it soak for 5 to 10 minutes. Then empty everything, rinse all the parts and dry them very well. This method lets hot vinegar run through the entire system, reaching the funnel, the chimney, the gasket area, the inner step inside the upper chamber, and even the valve from the inside. It's basically a mini detox for your moka pot. Step 7. Optional polishing with baking soda. If you want your Venus to look as fresh on the outside as it is on the inside, here is a little bonus polishing trick. Mix baking soda with a few drops of water to create a paste. Then rub it gently on the exterior of the pot using a soft cloth or a sponge. Then rinse it and dry it with a towel. She will be gleaming like it's her first day out of the box. Very important thing, don't mix baking soda and vinegar together unless you are conducting a science experiment. We leave that for another time. Step 8. Dry everything. After all the soaking, rubbing and scrubbing, rinse every part and dry them very well. Also, keep them to air dry before fully reassembling the moka pot, because moisture is the enemy of moka happiness. Gasket and filter must be stored clean and dry, no exceptions. To be sure, lay all the dried part on a dry towel or paper towel and give them time to breathe. You can even leave the pot disassembled for storage to prevent any trapped humidity. This is what I do, because nothing ruins a brew like a moldy mocha regrets. And there you go, now your Bialetti Venus is sparking clean, inside and out. Better flavor, better pressure, and honestly, better vibes. Remember to clean your mocha after every use, disassemble of the part, wash them very well, and also keep them dry very well, and apply this deep cleaning routine once in a while. Keeping your moka pot clean isn't just about hygiene. It's about honoring the coffee that you brew and you drink, and your taste buds will 100% notice the difference. Most of the tips in this video can be also used for the aluminum moka pots. I have already made a video about that in the past, a few years ago. If you think I should remake an updated version, let me know in the comment section below. And also, if you got your own cleaning tips, drop them in the comments. I would love to hear your rituals or your confession if it's been a while. Hey, be honest. When was the last time you deep cleaned your moka pot? If this video saved your mocha from becoming a coffee crime scene, give it a like, hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet, and as always, thank you very much for watching. I will see you in my next videos, and in the meantime, I wish you a wonderful day and delicious coffee with a sparkling clean moka pot. Ciao!